Hi YouTube, I'm Renisha, and I just wanted to come on really quickly and give a quick story time about how good God is and how my car was almost towed, but God. I mean, it was nothing but God because I'm not psychic. I don't have any special powers to know these things, but I was at home, I was asleep. It was 2 a.m. God wakes me up out of my sleep and I'm like wide awake, but I still feel sleepy. And I'm wondering, why am I awake? You know, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I just need to pray. And I wasn't led to pray. So then I'm thinking, well, okay. Because sometimes I have to wake up at around 3 a.m. God will wake me up and I have to pray. And if I don't pray, then I don't really enjoy my sleep. So I've learned my lesson. Just pray and you can go back to sleep, girl. But this time, God woke me up and I was being led to go check my window, which is strange because it's very quiet. And so I go and I check the window and I see a tow truck. And I'm thinking, why is a tow truck out here? Who's he gonna tow? It's my car. He's slowly backing back, and he's about to get to that angle to where they connect to your back tires, and then they lock on and they drag and pull you away, or however they do it. I was thinking, oh my gosh. So I look again and I'm thinking, is that really my car that they're gonna tow? Because I live here and I'm supposed to be able to park here. And it's my car, it's my license plate. I just run. I don't put on any shoes, anything. I'm only wearing my socks. It's 2 a.m. It's dark outside. And I run, I grab my keys. And I can't even believe I made it out there fast enough. He wasn't moving quickly because, you know, he's thinking, oh, I got plenty of time to tow this car. He doesn't know that I see him in the window. And I grab my keys and I run as fast as I can. I get in my car and I just start moving it. And when he saw me run past him, he sort of jumped, but he doesn't know. He scared me, and I guess I scared him too because he was not expecting to see a person come outside. But God had warned me in his own way. I never wake up in the middle of the night. I sleep good. If I'm not waking up to pray or I had a dream, I sleep. I sleep very well. But there's no way that I would have known that. And I got in my car. He hadn't connected anything yet. He was about to. And I didn't even know where I was gonna go. I just knew I had to drive in the opposite direction. I had to move before he connected me. And he saw that I was in my car, and so he went on, and you know, they tow other people, you know. But the adrenaline was just pumping and my heart was beating so fast, and I couldn't just go back to sleep. And I didn't want to text or call anybody and ruin their sleep. And I just kept thinking, oh, as soon as the morning comes, I'm gonna text people, I'm gonna call my friends, my family, and tell them about how God saved me. And it might not be a big deal to some people, but it's just the fact that he thought of me. He was compassionate and he cared. And it just shows me about the character of God. And even when we don't know that he's looking out for us, he's still looking out for us. And had I not listened, had I just thought, I want to go back to sleep, then my car would have been towed in the morning. And I never would have known why. So I was so humbled. I was so overjoyed. I was so grateful. All I could think of was, wow. I mean, I hear people say all the time, he's a good father. You know, he's a good God. But he really is. We just have to get to know him on a more personal level. Talk to God about whatever. Pray about whatever. If you're frustrated, if you're mad, if you're angry, if you're disappointed, I talk to God about random stuff. And guess what? he doesn't tell my business. But I just wanted to get on quickly and talk about the story time about how my car almost got towed. I mean, I was probably just seconds away from him connecting my tires. My car almost got towed, but God. And so at times I feel like we have an unfair advantage almost, because there have been other times when God has told me things, even while I'm driving. I hear God sometimes say, slow down, and I try not to drive fast, but I have a heavy foot, so I'm always making sure that I'm not going too fast. I naturally I move quickly. I don't do much of anything slowly, because I generally want to just get things done and get on to the next thing. Sometimes God will just say, slow down, and I'll slow down, and there will be a police officer coming that I don't even see. It's just little things, and I'm like, wow, he is always looking out for me, even when I don't know it, even when I don't think he's thinking of me, and he's thinking of all of us. And if we could just get a relationship with him to where we would know him, and where he could just provide insight for all of us, it would make it so much easier for us in life. I was just so humble, because there are so many people in this world, and God took the time to help me, and I was so grateful, because it would have been way worse for me. They would have charged me for however many hours that my car would have been there. And I just really love God. I do. He doesn't care that I'm not perfect. He doesn't care that I make mistakes. He knows my heart, and he looks out for me in ways that I could never look out for myself. And it's not just that. There have been other things that he's done, but I don't want to make a long story time. But I'm just grateful that I know him. I didn't always know God. There were times when I even questioned if God was even real, because I had unanswered prayers. There was just so many things going on in my mind, and with me being a person that was such a logical thinking person, scientifically I couldn't wrap my mind around a concept of a God that I couldn't see, and just a lot of things. And so I was raised in church, but when I got older, I would wonder if God is really real, or do I only believe in him because I was taught to believe in him? And I remember praying, and I said, God, if you're real, I need to know, because I need to know if you're real or not, because I can't believe in a God that I'm not sure about. And so he revealed himself to me, and he showed me that he's real. So I would just like to invite anybody that's questioning or wondering, is there anything to this God? Is he real? Is he not real? Is it a myth? It's not a myth. He's real. And God is God. He doesn't care if you really want to know if he's real. Ask him to reveal himself to you. Ask him to show you. He's not going to be offended. He's God, He's almighty, and he cares enough about you to let you know that he's real, and he loves you, and he does not care that you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I mess up, and yet God still speaks to me. And even when he's not speaking to me directly, sometimes he'll lead me to things, and I'm just like, wow. So many people in this world, and he has time to communicate with me. I'm just one of many, Who am I, that God would help me out? There's so many other people. And I saw another car being towed, and I thought, oh no, I don't know whose car it is. You know, I feel bad for the person. And I know that, you know, they probably didn't have, you know, didn't get a, what am I thinking? They probably didn't know, you know, God wasn't, you know, didn't warn them like that. And they probably didn't have a relationship with God. And I felt bad, and it just made me even more grateful that he actually told me. He cares. It speaks about the character of God. Even little things, just so many things that he does for us, but we have to get to know him for ourselves. We can't just say, oh yeah, there's a God in heaven, or oh, I think there's a God. There comes a time in your life where you really need to know that God is real, because you're gonna need him. You're gonna need him. And if you don't have him, when things come that are hard for you to handle, you could crumble and fall apart. But when you have God, he'll give you his peace. I have been through a lot, you know, and if God was not there, I think I would have went crazy. But God gives us his peace even in the middle of the most difficult situations. And I just wanted to talk about how my car almost got towed, but God. Like, share, subscribe. That's all I got for now. Bye.